the photograph. It can't actually be in the photograph. I've shot many a time, I've shot clubs like this where I'm shooting the club right up against the fabric of the light box. And that's what's the beauty of the controllable lights. I can tweak these lights up 1/3 f-stop all the way down to 5 watt-seconds. So if I needed just a little blip of light, but controllable light, I can always do that. So you need to have lights that you can control. So I'm going to drop this box down a little bit lower into the shot. And we can see already in the live view how the chrome has done a wonderful job of lighting up that top of the shot. The side box right here, I'm going to bring that in a little closer and bring it around the front of the shot a little bit to see how we can see that as I bring that around. We have just a little bit of a blip of line where the two come together. It's very easily retouched. A lot of clients may want a little black reflected in there. Many times I've added black after the fact, but we're getting the sort of the top part of the club lit very well, but you can see the front half is very, very dark. I don't have anything here. I could add a white card, or I can actually pull that paper up. So let me just try the white card first and see what happens. And as I drop the white card in, we can see automatically right on the screen how much that's doing. I can put that white card literally almost right into the photograph, depending on how much light I want to bring in there. So that's one way of doing it. Another way can be I'm using a 4-foot white paper behind there, and I use a short paper like this for a reason, because I want to bring the paper up from below. I left some extra paper down here, and now I can bring this paper up from below and sort of reconnect it up in here and literally build myself almost a little bit of a light tent. And I can see as I do that, I can bring that, you can see literally on the camera, I can bring that light up, and it's lighting the shaft really well. So I think I like this a little better. So I'm going to go ahead and get a clamp, which I've got ready to go, and clamp that in here. Make sure it doesn't, so I don't want to get it in a spot where you don't see it. And then bring that paper back out and see exactly. Now, of course, I don't want it in the shot, but I could bring this side of the paper up this way. I can cut a hole in the paper. There's a lot of different things I can do. And that's looking pretty good. Only one little spot that I'm missing on there. So I think what we're going to do is have my card. I want to see if that little spot is over here. See if I can find it. Let me get a smaller card. And it's going to be probably, let's go ahead and attach this over here. Just and I'm looking for one more spot that I can see if I can fill in here. And it looks like it's going to be right down in here. That's where it is, right here. That's my spot. I can see if I line that card up there, that one little spot, you can see in and out, in, out. You can see how that's really lining up nicely right there. So I think what I just need to do is get a couple of quick clamps here. And let's set that up. I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the light box. And the last one, I'll hold by hand because I'll actually look right through the camera at the time of shooting. So that's giving me except for it's in the shot a little bit, we'll pull that out just a little bit in here. That's giving me a really, really nice reflection inside the shot. Let me focus right on the front of this guy now. I can see right where I can see it better. I can focus a little better. And you know, it's not a perfect club. If you thought by shooting new photography, I do a lot of prototyping, but the prototypes are usually in really bad shape. So you have to be used to product that's been handled by the salespeople. It may be a one-of-a-kind. It may be something that was handmade. So a lot of times the products are not perfect. So you have to consider what is the product supposed to look like, not what does the product look like. A lot of times the skill of the photographer is also needed in prototyping and changing the texture of the metal. It's got to look chrome. It's got to look very, very reflective. It can't look like it has a matte finish. You can't spray it with dulling spray just to get something to show up. Chrome things have to look chrome, and satin has to look satin. So we have to be very, very aware of that. I'm going to go ahead and take a basic, before I even start dealing with the cards, let's just take a basic exposure. We'll close down our live view, and we're looking now into the bridge and the actual dialog box for the camera utility software that allows us to shoot. We're set on